Mummification is a fascinating and essential practice that has left an indelible mark on history and culture. It's like a time capsule of the past, preserving not just human remains, but also the stories, beliefs, and traditions of ancient civilizations. When an individual was mummified, their body was carefully preserved through a meticulous process. Organs were removed, and the body was dried and wrapped in linen bandages. This wasn't just a preservation technique, it was a spiritual journey. Many cultures, like the ancient Egyptians, believed in an afterlife, and mummification was a way to ensure a safe passage. The importance of mummification extends beyond mere preservation. It's a testament to the ingenuity and advanced knowledge of these ancient societies. They had a deep understanding of anatomy, chemistry, and the environment, which allowed them to develop these techniques. Mummification showcases their reverence for life and their belief in an everlasting soul. In terms of culture, mummies have become iconic symbols of ancient civilizations. They've captured the imagination of people worldwide. Museums house mummies, and movies depict them as mysterious and intriguing artifacts. This cultural fascination keeps history alive and inspires curiosity about our ancestors. Mummification serves as a bridge connecting us to our past, enabling us to learn from the wisdom and traditions of those who came before us. It's a testimony to human curiosity, spirituality, and innovation, and it continues to be a source of wonder and inspiration in our modern world. Picture yourself in ancient Egypt around 2600 BC. The Egyptians were pioneers in the art of mummification, and their fascination with the afterlife drove this remarkable tradition. They believed in a vibrant afterlife, a realm where the soul continued its journey after departing the earthly vessel, the body. Mummification was their way of ensuring a safe and comfortable transition. It wasn't just about preserving the physical form, it was about preserving the spirit. The process involved removing the internal organs, treating the body with natron, a type of salt, and wrapping it in layers of linen bandages. Each step was filled with rituals and prayers to guide the soul on its post-mortem journey. As centuries passed, mummification evolved. Various techniques and styles emerged across different cultures. In ancient Peru, the Nazca people created trophy heads, a form of mummification that preserved the heads of their enemies as symbols of power. In China, the Tarim Basin mummies provide insights into the mysterious ancient inhabitants of the region. Mummies aren't exclusive to Egypt, although they're perhaps the most famous. They've been found on almost every continent, each telling a unique tale of the people and the times they lived in. Mummies offer a peek into the past, showcasing not just how people lived, but what they believed in, their rituals, and their understanding of life and death. Today, the history of mummification continues to captivate our imagination. Museums house these well-preserved time travelers, and they star in books, movies, and TV shows. Mummies are more than just ancient remains. They're a reminder of our shared human curiosity, our quest for immortality, and our deep connection to the past. The history of mummification is a mesmerizing tapestry woven with threads of culture, spirituality, and human ingenuity. One of the most well-known techniques hails from ancient Egypt, where mummification was an art form in itself. It was a complex process with multiple steps. First, the embalmers carefully removed the internal organs, leaving only the heart in place, believed to be the center of emotions and intellect. These vital organs were preserved separately in canopic jars. Then, they covered the body with natron, a natural salt, to draw out moisture and prevent decay. But here's where it gets fascinating. The Egyptians believed that every part of the body had a spiritual significance. So, they meticulously wrapped each body in layers of linen bandages, ensuring that amulets and charms were placed between the layers for protection. This was more than just preservation. It was a spiritual journey to ensure a smooth transition to the afterlife. In South America, the Chinchorro people from what is now modern-day Chile used a different technique. They were among the earliest mummies ever found, dating back to 5000 BC. The Chinchorro mummies were made by removing the internal organs and using a clay or mud mixture to shape the body into a lifelike form. Their unique method emphasized realism, making the mummies appear almost lifelike even today. In Tibet, a practice known as sky burial is used. Here, the deceased are placed on mountaintops to be exposed to the elements and scavenging birds. Over time, the elements naturally mummify the remains, creating a different kind of preservation technique, deeply rooted in Tibetan Buddhism. And of course, we can't forget the accidental mummies, like those found in the desert of the Atacama in Chile. The dry, arid conditions naturally mummify bodies over time, and these naturally occurring mummies provide insights into ancient cultures without any intentional preservation. Mummification techniques vary across time and place, but they all share a common thread: a deep respect for the afterlife, a reverence for the deceased, and a desire to preserve the past. The methods are as diverse as the cultures they come from, each offering a unique window into the beliefs and technologies of their time. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our innate desire to bridge the gap between life and death. In ancient Egypt, mummification was intricately woven into their religious beliefs. They believed in an afterlife, a realm where the soul continued its journey after death. Mummification was a crucial step in ensuring a smooth transition. The removal of internal organs symbolized purity, while the preservation of the body allowed it to be a vessel for the soul in the afterlife. They adorned the mummies with charms and amulets, believed to protect the deceased from harm during their journey. Each step in the mummification process was not just a physical act, but a deeply spiritual one. It reflected the Egyptians' profound respect for life, death, and the eternal soul. In South America, the Chinchorro mummies tell a different story. The Chinchorro people, living in a harsh desert environment, practiced mummification that focused on preserving the physical form of the deceased. These mummies were made to look like lifelike figures, emphasizing the continuity of life beyond death. This unique approach highlighted their belief in the cycle of life and death, where the deceased remained an integral part of the community. Meanwhile, in Tibet, the sky burial tradition, though quite different from the Egyptian or Chinchorro methods, is deeply rooted in their Buddhist beliefs. They believe that the physical body is just a vessel, and by offering it to the elements and wildlife, they facilitate the soul's journey to the next life. These practices, diverse and unique as they are, remind us of the universality of human spirituality and the common thread that binds us across cultures and time: the longing for something more, something beyond our mortal existence. Mummification, in its various forms, was a profound expression of this timeless quest for understanding the mysteries of life and death. One of the most iconic mummies hails from the land of the pharaohs, Egypt. King Tutankhamun, often referred to as King Tut, was discovered in 1922 in the Valley of the Kings. His tomb, nearly untouched by grave robbers, held a treasure trove of artifacts. The discovery of King Tut's mummy and its glittering burial goods gave the world a breathtaking glimpse into the opulence of ancient Egyptian royalty. In the high-altitude regions of the Andes Mountains, the Inca civilization left behind a treasure trove of mummies. One of the most famous is Juanita the Ice Maiden. She was discovered in 1995 and is remarkably well preserved due to the freezing temperatures. The Inca believed that their ancestors continued to watch over them in the afterlife, and these mummies were a testament to that enduring connection. Not all mummies are human. In China, the Tarim Basin mummies have been discovered, and some of them date back over 3,000 years. These mummies include not only humans, but also the remains of beautifully preserved garments, providing insights into ancient clothing styles and textile technology.